Hello, you guys. Hello. So I decided to come outside today. It's a nice day outside. It's so nice. I am chilling, y'all. I've been chilling. I've been working on some. Ooh, I've been working on some stuff. Been chilling, trying to get my mind right. How y'all doing? Y'all see my little afro, my little poofs. Ooh. But yeah, I've been chilling. I'm losing my voice because I've been screaming as well. Okay. The title of this video is Love Talks, huh? And I've been doing a lot of talking. I've been doing a lot of talking and venting and releasing just within the last weekend. So my voice is shot. My voice is shot. So, but so I just wanted to recap on last weekend or last week. So last week we began our talk on love. I sound like a TV show host or some shit. I should so do like a podcast or some shit because I stay fucking talking. I could talk forever in a day. But so last week's episode, on last piece of the Root Lady, we talked about love. Our talk about love. We talked about many things. We talked about respect and intimacy. We talked about communication. And I just vented about how I feel like we're just fucking disconnected as fucking shit. Then we talked about how love conquers all, meaning that it's okay to feel love and be in love. And I talked about how I've been through that and I'm going through that and stuff like that. And I'm experiencing that and what have you. Then we talked about, what we talked about after that? I forgot. What we talked about after that, y'all? Then we talked about respect, communication, and intimacy. We talked about love conquers all. We talked about, I forgot what the other topics were, but I know we got into receiving love and actually deserving love and self-care. We talked about self-care and how important that is to love. And then we talked about healing from our past. And then receiving, like we talked about giving and receiving, but mostly I think what I focused on was healing from your past so that you can learn how to get what it is that you deserve. So that's what we talked about last week. um so what am I gonna talk about this week? What we talking about? I didn't do a live yesterday, but I will do the energy for yesterday. I'll do the energy for yesterday. Yesterday was a busy day for me. Had a lot going on, so didn't get on here yesterday. But I will go over the energy for yesterday. But I want to have a brief little chat. I told you guys just to recap that from now until like the end of February, I'm gonna be doing like chats on love and stuff, and then I'm gonna be doing a reading too back then. That's an issue that I've been having, and that's an issue that we all have. Honestly, like we don't know boundaries. So let's start off. What are boundaries? How do we develop boundaries? Who do you have boundaries with? Okay, who do you have boundaries with? You know what I'm saying? Because we need to establish boundaries in more areas of our lives than we think we do. So what are boundaries first? Boundaries, going back to okay, so this is just my interpretation. So this is not the Webster dictionary definition of boundaries, okay? This is my interpretation. In my interpretation, boundaries are how you show yourself that you love yourself. Okay? It's your love language. It's how you show yourself and respect yourself accordingly. And then how you respect other people accordingly. Okay? Let's see. Okay, perfect analogy. Boundaries are like a price tag. Your boundary is like a price tag. So what value are you going to put on your item, which is you? Okay, what value do you put? Ooh, that's deep. See, this is why I don't write nothing down, because it comes to me as I talk. What price are you going to apply to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Let's start with family. Okay. Since like I've talked about a lot of times, and I always fucking talk about, I have issues and have had issues with family. Um, but okay, example. What types of boundaries do you establish with your family? Is your family what you would define as family? Or are they just taking care of you? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me give an example. I'm trying to pull an example. Okay. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm trying to pull an example. Okay, fuck it. Perfect example for me. All right. With me, I'm gonna use my sister as an example. My younger sister. When before I'm at the place that I'm at now, when I would deal with my sister, um, since I'm the older, I took on the role of her older sister, but I also tried to take on the role of mother to her. Okay? People always call me when I'm in the middle of doing something, and that always happened every video, every single video, almost every video. Somebody calls me, and I say that same exact thing. But anyway, so example, okay, my sister, okay, my younger sister, um, before I was at the place that I'm at now, um, and I would be in the, I had certain responsibilities that I had to uphold to. Okay, of course I'm her sister, so I have those, older sister expectations, standards, and things that I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I have to protect her. I have to, what I'm saying, be there for her, buy her stuff, do things for her, and stuff like that. Or whatever in my heart I felt to do. But what I would find where I would mess up at is I would try to be her mother. You get what I'm saying? Instead of in some situations, instead of me just playing the sister role or just playing the friend role and just being a good friend to her, you know what I'm saying? I would try to be her mom. You know what I'm saying? Like and or example, um, like in general. Because really honestly, you can be somebody's sister or sibling, but you can play that mom role to them. Like I honestly don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like because she also plays that kind of role for me. We kind of play the role of mom to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because of our situation that we was in. But that's a whole nother story. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? For us to play that role and be, mom, as far as like nurturing each other and giving that advice and being there in that way with that motherly type of energy. That's okay. But then where I would cross my boundaries is I would try to overstep my mother. You know what I'm saying? I would try to overstep my mom's jurisdiction of her household, even though the situation was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even though I would, you know what I'm saying? I would still overstep boundaries. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense? And then I would try to um, I would try to push shit on my sister. You know what I'm saying? As if I was her mom. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I do this for you. You know how moms are. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I crossed the boundary where that was toxic. That wasn't a healthy boundary. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's just an example of how I overstepped my boundaries with my sister. Example of how she overstepped her boundaries with me. Um, it's like I was mentioning earlier, how I always would buy her stuff, as a sister, because that's a love language. Like especially like going out to eat. Like that's our love language. That's what we love to do, eat. And but I was always the one with the money, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always working, so I would always buy her stuff. But it became a problem, you know what I'm saying? Because she overstepped my boundaries because I allowed her to, because I just kept giving and giving and giving and giving and not setting up clear and assertive boundaries and telling her, hey, I'm not rich, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't have this today, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may have been. So that's an example in my life of where I didn't establish firm boundaries in my familial relationship structure. Okay. Um, so yeah, I guess take that wise in your life. Now, going forward, that can apply to anything. So I was mentioning earlier that setting clear boundaries can apply not only to like a love situation, but it can apply in everything. Now, it can apply in anything. So you can apply boundaries to your family, you can apply boundaries to your job, you can apply boundaries to how you fucking utilize your social media. Okay, it can also you can also establish boundaries with things in your life too. Like for me, I know I'm on social media too much. I need to get the fuck off of there. And I need to balance. You know what I'm saying? That's me overstepping a boundary of doing something that I know is not healthy for me to do in the way that I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to be more mindful of how I overstep my own boundaries sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Um so that's another example. So we talked about family, talked about romance, talked about things like social media, your job. Okay, you can overstep boundaries or have your boundaries overstepped at your workplace. I know another example. When I used to work for a company, we all used to get our boundaries overstepped on, like staying behind late when you need to go home and tend to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or coming in when you didn't feel like really coming in, but coming in because you felt obligated to. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's overstepping your boundaries. That's in regards to a job. What else? 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 Um, shit, going to the club. That's a that's a wild example, but it's an example. Going to the club, like you can go to the club and get your boundaries overstepped. Okay, you can go to the club and get your boundaries overstepped. And ladies, we all know about that. You know what I'm saying? We all know about that. You know what I'm saying? You can put yourself in a position to get your boundaries overstepped on. And you cannot put yourself in a position to get your boundaries stepped on and still get disrespected in the club, you know what I'm saying, and get your boundaries stepped on. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And guys too. Okay. What else? What else? What else? So I was just talking about jobs in regards to you being an employee. But you also, as a business person and the owner of a business, you can get your boundaries stepped on. Okay? Perfect example. The customer's always right. Is the customer always right? No. The customer is not always right. That's bullshit for marketing. The customer is not always right. Okay? That's a boundary issue where you have to, always tend to the customer and, not tell them where they're wrong at. You know what I'm saying? So even though the customer's always right, let's go back to the example of my job that I used to work at. Even though the customer's not always right, um, or even though the customer is supposed to be always right or whatever, that doesn't mean that they always are. And sometimes you have to overstep that saying and that idea and set firm boundaries. For example, if an order's wrong, you know what I'm saying, or you didn't order something, you know what I'm saying, then you didn't order it. You don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Versus always just giving it to them just to give it to them because that's our reputation. And y'all probably will know who I'm talking about by the way I'm talking. If you know me, you'll know what I'm talking about. But just because we had at my employer that I used to work at, we had a certain reputation for being so kind-hearted, okay, and so giving. You know what I'm saying? People take advantage of that. People take advantage of companies all the time. Like people will take advantage of you in your business. You know what I'm saying? They'll overstep your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, be like, like, look, sir, this is what you ordered, okay? This is what you got. You know what I'm saying? That's an example of a boundary being overstepped. And so yeah, those are examples of like boundaries, and we can like get all into like boundaries. And I think what I'm gonna do this week is I'm gonna do a whole series on boundaries. I think and get more specific. Yeah, there's a book called Boundaries that I read when I was in college. When I was attending Liberty, I went to Liberty for like a year. Liberty University, and we did a book. I think it was a love and relationship class that I took, and one of the books that they had us read was Boundaries, and it's a good book. It's so good. It's so good. Maybe I can find like a PDF of it, and like I can do like a study or something this week, or like a class, or not like, or maybe that's something I can do down the road. Okay, that's like a class I could do, a course I could have, because I'm gonna start putting together some stuff. So we can get more into it and like do like a workshop type of thing maybe. Because there's a lot of topics to try to put together on here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But boundaries, I feel like it's something we need to talk about. As well as the other topics I was talking about last week. But I think that's it right now for the boundaries. That's like an intro to boundaries and my interpretation of what boundaries are. Now in regards to love and being at this live is called Love Talks. Okay. That goes back to communication. Okay, that goes back to communication. That's also where we can start to develop some boundary issues where you're not communicating, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about something, or being effective in your communication, or communicating too much. I'm learning that the hard way. I'm learning that the hard way. Oh my God. I'm learning that the hard way. Like, I talk too fucking much. I do. I talk too much. I tell people too much. I give too much of myself. I do. Cause I do. I just yap at the mouth. Oh, cute. Oh, look at that side angle, y'all. It's nice outside, so I had to come outside, right? And I got all cute, and like I just hit the sun, hit the side of the face, and it's just ooh, okay. But I talk. That's an example. So this live is called Love Talks, and so in regards to and speaking of boundaries, and relating it to the title of the live, cause I try to make everything make sense, okay? um that's a boundary issue that can also fall under the issue of boundaries, is what we talk about and what we don't talk about. Okay, what we hold in and what we choose to share, what we don't choose to share, what we should share, what we shouldn't share. Okay, we gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that, and then also how you communicate. So I think that's it for the boundaries. I think I'm done with the boundaries because I feel like I'm rambling at this point. So let's get into the reading. All right, so I'm gonna start with yesterday's energy. I'm gonna start with yesterday's energy. I don't think I'm gonna pull a lot of cards. Okay, well then. The first card that popped up was the balance and adaptability card. I'm gonna pull whatever comes out the deck, I guess. Balance and adaptability card. Yeah, so yesterday, that's why I kind of didn't do shit yesterday. I kind of was just chilling yesterday, and I didn't get on here and do a reading because I had a lot of stuff going on. I was trying to find my balance. You get what I'm saying? I was going through this. I kind of was in a funk yesterday, to be honest. I was in a funk. I wasn't. I was trying to find my balance. I was trying to find my balance yesterday, where I was, going back on some things and basically trying to gain my footing, like this kangaroo. So I think that's what we accomplished for yesterday, being that this is in the upright. Okay, we accomplished this yesterday. What is the energy of this card? I don't always do this, but sometimes I do it. Earth, yeah. So this is the Earth element card, being that okay. So this card, first of all, the deck that I'm working with is my Spirit Song Tarot deck. Okay, and then this card right here, the cards normally they have like they have what the card is. So it'll have the two crystals, and the art in love is just superb. They have ones that are up, and you have some that are down. To represent the elements. Okay, so this one is the earth element. This is earth, so that makes sense. We're trying to find our balance. We're trying to ground ourselves. Okay, that's what I did. Took a bath. Okay, I took a spiritual bath. I did, certain thing. I did my hair yesterday. That's grounding. Okay. I just did little things. I wrote yesterday, did little things to help me stay grounded. So that's what you may have been doing yesterday, or maybe what you need to do. Okay, even carrying into today. I see people helping you with whatever though. So whatever it was that was going on yesterday, it's like you were receiving help, whether it be in the physical plane or whether it be at a spiritual level, energetically. You were receiving help yesterday. You were receiving help. And you're not alone is what I'm getting. So we may have felt like we were alone yesterday. That's how I felt. I felt like I was alone yesterday. And, me trying to find my balance, but you weren't. That's why this card is in the upright. This next card is the determination and stamina. So it's like, yeah, you finding your balance and gaining your adaptability to whatever the situation is or situations. I know for me personally, I got a lot of situations going on. But by the end of the day, I'm not going to have them going on because I don't got time for that shit no more. Finding my balance, okay? You got to take what you need to take and throw away what you need to throw away. And I feel like that's what I resonate with when I see and look at this card. But it's like once you gain that balance and understanding of whatever it is that you're going through, it's like, all right, now I'm determined, and now we gonna get going with the process, you know. So it's like yesterday was, because yesterday was what was yesterday? Was yesterday Monday? Hold on. Yeah, yesterday was Monday. So it's like you were beginning the week. Yeah, you were beginning the week and trying to find your balance. Everybody calls Monday Meditation Monday, right? So yeah, that's what that. Okay, just slid out the day. All right, the willpower and creation card. So yesterday, yeah, you were preparing for the week. I did some drawing. I did a little bit of everything yesterday. So that may be, those may be things that may help you find your balance. Um, and and also keep you determined and in your stamina. You know what I'm saying? And uplifted. And when I'm looking at the cards, this card right here is the heart chakra with all that green there. So when I look at this card, I see the heart chakra. As far as like the color wise and the chakras, then this card is purple and blue. So it's like you're utilizing your crown and your pineal gland chakra, or your heart, because it's more of like it could be the throat chakra, but it looks more like that pineal gland color, chakra energy. So between the crown chakra and gland chakra, that's what you were using yesterday to help keep bringing in that balance for you. And then the next card that I pulled is the willpower and creation card. And so it's like, yeah, like you are utilizing whatever it is that makes you happy to find your balance. And take this and apply this to the. Okay, so yeah, so you're utilizing whatever it is that makes you happy to help you find balance. And then you're being determined about it and trying to become more consistent with it. And then you want to get more creative with it too. So for a lot of us, there may be some things that we're trying to innovate. As far as what we've been talking about so far, and that's what we have, the willpower and creation card right here. And again, that's that crown chakra energy. And I see a little bit of green and yellow with the flowers that are in there. So that's that. Now, since we are talking about love, this is a love reading. You may be coming to terms. You may be coming more into terms with the situation that's going on. Okay, you're able to see more clearly. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody putting glasses on. So it's like you're putting glasses on and you're being able to see clearly. You know what I'm saying? I can see clearly now. Like you can see. And that's bringing balance not only to your life but to your heart. It's bringing balance to your heart. And then, I was just saying that with this card right here, this looks like the pineal gland / crown chakra, or both energy. So like, yeah, it's like you're finding balance because you're being able to see more clearly. You get what I'm saying? You're able to see more clearly. Not only see more clearly, but see more clearly. And also see more clearly, which is listen. Okay, that's deep. You're able to hear more clearly, but see through your hearing. Okay, when you be quiet and you observe shit, okay, you're able to see shit. Okay, when you listen, you're able to see shit more clearly. Okay, catch that. Catch what I just threw at you. Okay, I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. You're able to see more clearly when you listen. Okay, when you listen. I'm trying to learn that. I told y'all I talk too goddamn much. So, but that's bringing balance. That's bringing balance and understanding. Why I say balance like that? But it's bringing balance and understanding to your situation because you're able to see more clearly. Okay? And so with this love situation, take this and apply this to the love situation. Because that's what this reading is for. Okay? It's like, yeah, this is a kangaroo. When I'm looking at this kangaroo, I'm thinking of a kangaroo, how a kangaroo hops around, right? Okay, so you might have been hopping around back and forth about the situation, okay? But it's like you're not doing that now. You're not doing that now, okay? You're taking the situation for what it's worth. You're accepting the situation, and you're going on about your life. You're going on about your life, okay? Because this person, okay, yeah, apparently, thank you, Spirit. This person is interested in you, okay? Whoever this person is, he or she is interested in you, but that's not your priority right now, I don't think. But that don't mean don't be open to it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's not your priority right now. So, or it may be your priority right now. But again, like I was talking about earlier with communication, you may have to communicate in a certain way in order to make it fit into what is your priority. Ooh, okay? Because you don't want to place them on a pedestal that they are not supposed to be on. Okay? And then get deterred from what it is you're supposed to be determining and focusing on in your life right now. Um, you may even have past life or a past life situation or old shit going on with like an old lover or ex or something like that, to where that person may even be distracting you from what this is right here that's trying to bring you in balance. Maybe this is also this person bringing you in balance, and but you've been in your head about old shit. You've been bouncing back and forth like a kangaroo about old shit. So you had to put on your psychic lenses and put on your glasses so that you can see your heart more clearly from the past shit that you've been through, and heal from that shit so that you can see the present time condition more clearly, okay? And see the present situation more clearly. And it's like that's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. But it's like you may be doubting yourself in the situation, being that this is in the reverse and this is the willpower and creation card in the reverse. You may see the situation's bringing you balance. Your heart is being cleared, and you're getting to that place that you want to be. You've manifested and you've done the work to get to where you are now, and you're determined about it, and you got the energy and stamina for it. But do you trust yourself in what you're creating? Okay, it's like a mad scientist being in his lab and like fucking up. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? That's how you may feel. It's like, okay, let me take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and pour my heart in it. But fuck, like, oh shit, everything just bubbled up. Cause maybe you didn't do something right, or maybe you didn't do something right. But it's like, did you forget you're an experimenter? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're a scientist, so you're gonna make mistakes. You get what I'm saying? You get it? You get what I'm trying to say? You're gonna make mistakes in creating. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, trust yourself in what you're making. For all you alchemists out there, love is alchemy. We're gonna talk about that in another video. Oof. Or maybe, I don't know. But all of you creators and alchemists, and you know what I'm saying, that in regards to love, you know what I'm saying, that mix up, what it is, or however it is that you express love and feel love and want to attract love, however you mix that together, trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trust yourself. And then going back to the name of this live, talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Talk to yourself. So let's so in regards to this love situation, maybe you need to talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be more positive about yourself and your love situation. You get what I'm saying? Y'all remember in science class, before we would do the experiment, the teacher would sit us down and read all the instructions to us and say, now don't do this, don't do that. But this is what you need to do in order for this experiment to go this way, and in order for it to go that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drive this home. It's making sense in my head, but it's not coming out. Oh my god! But y'all remember how we had to do that in science class? It's like maybe you're not trusting yourself because you feel like you have to do the experiment a certain way. You get what I'm saying? Which in regards to a science experiment, you do, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be careful and establish firm boundaries. Okay, you don't want to go into an experiment not wearing gloves and get chemicals all over your hand. You don't want to have on slip and slides, as the old people would say. You don't want to have on shoes that put you in danger of getting hurt. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you do want to be open-minded when you're doing an experiment. You get what I'm saying? So that goes back to the boundaries too. It's like you set certain boundaries, you know what I'm saying? And you do what you need to do, but trust yourself. Trust yourself. You wouldn't be in a science class, or you wouldn't a talk that they do before you go into making the shit. You know what I'm saying? Making the love. You know what I'm saying? Before you put the robe on, okay? Cause a lot of y'all gonna be putting gowns on. Hey, okay. Some of y'all gonna be putting rings on. Amen. But before you put the ring on, before you put the gown on, or before he put the bow tie on, okay, or before I'm preaching on today. Um, but before you put on and get into that position of being a mate, cause a lot of y'all about to get married. A lot of y'all about to be a mom and have a baby. Before you put on that position of being baby mama, being baby daddy, being husband, being wife, being girlfriend, boyfriend, being fiance. You know what I'm saying? Before you put on that role, it's like you gotta probably give yourself a self-talk. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, when I'm thinking, what I'm getting is as I'm looking, as I'm thinking about this whole science experiment analogy and science class analogy. The instructions that he used to give us, you know what I'm saying? That's, how to love yourself, how to protect yourself when you're about to do an experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, how to protect yourself and then how to protect others in the room. Okay? So that goes back to what I was talking about earlier with boundaries. Not only do you establish firm boundaries and set healthy boundaries for yourself, but for other people too. Okay, so in regards to this willpower and creation, to get more back on topic, you may be having a hard time accepting this love as it's trying to come in, because um, I'm looking at this card now, and it looks like it's like somebody's trying to hop in. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like your heart is open and ready to receive it, because this card is in the upright. So it's like your heart's open and you're ready to receive this love, and he ready to come in, and she ready to come in, and y'all, she determined. She know what the fuck she want. You know what the fuck you want. Y'all both know. Look, y'all both know what the fuck y'all want. All right, with these two cards being in the upright. Okay, but it's like y'all might be scared. Y'all might be scared to get what it is that you want and to accept what it is that you want. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. Don't be scared. Talk to yourself where you need to talk. Okay. So that goes back to what I was talking about with the title of the live. Again, talk where you need to talk. So if you gotta do a self prep. Okay, before you go in the lab, do a self prep before you go in the lab. Before you start mixing up the brews, okay? Before you do it, you okay? Talk to yourself. Be like, okay, so what are my intentions, okay? What are my intentions? What do I want? Okay? What is best for me? And what is best for us? You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You got to have a talk. Then you have to also probably get to know the person. So maybe y'all aren't getting to know each other enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you haven't gotten accustomed to the chemicals that you're going to be using. Ooh. Maybe you haven't gotten accustomed to the chemicals that you're going to be using, okay? Remember in science class how before we would do an experiment, they would have us play with the or test the chemicals out? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Y'all get where I'm going with this. All right. They used to have us in science class. They used to, okay, so here's this. Okay, this is this such and such chemical. This is this. When these two things go together, this is what happens. You don't want to mix this with this because it's going to do this. And you don't want to do that because that. And this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. Like, you may be having communication with this right here. Because when I also look at this card with the magician on, oh, okay, that's perfect. Perfect. I didn't even realize that this card was the magician card, and I was over here talking about science and shit this whole entire time. This whole time I'm talking about science. This is the magician card. Okay. But anyway, being that this card is purple and this has the crown chakra energy on it. Okay. When I look at this card, I see you've been in your head. That may be also why you're not able to exert your willpower and your creation effectively as you are able, because you're in your head. Get out of your head. When you are in love, I said this before, when you are in love, you cannot be in your head. It comes from your heart. That don't come from your head. That doesn't come from your head. That's why a lot of relationships get fucked up, and I'm learning that the hard way. This card just popped out. Two cards popped out. Ow, I just dropped my earring. Hold on. I'm learning that the hard way, that I need to get out of my head when I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? I need to get out of my head. But hold on, my earring back in. So the next card that popped out is manifestation and prosperity. So for you guys that are already in a relationship, okay, For you guys that are already in a relationship, this balance and adaptability card may be your finances. It may not be, new love coming in, or it may be a new energy coming into your relationship. But whatever the case may be, more specifically, what I'm looking at now is in business or in some type of collaboration or some type of thing that y'all are working on together as a couple. You are determined and you have the stamina and energy and potential, but you may be in your head about that as well. Sorry, that was in the reverse. You may be in your head about that as well. Because when I'm looking at this prosperity and manifestation card, like, that's what I'm seeing. It's like there's some things you want to get done as a team, as a couple, you know what I'm saying? But it's like y'all are going through a mountain. Y'all got to go over this mountain that's right here, and over this challenge or whatever this is that's right here that is blocking the doorway to the room with all your blessings and inheritance. You get what I'm saying? And preventing you from walking down the aisle, or preventing you from having that baby that you want to have, or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting with that. But your blessing is on its way. Okay, your blessing is on its way. It is coming. It's right. No, it ain't coming. It's here. Like, your blessing is literally here. You just gotta get out of your head. You gotta get out of your head. The blessing's here. It's here. It's already here. It's behind the door. It's literally behind the door. Y'all ever seen like them game shows where it's like, pick a door? You know what I'm saying? That's literally what's going on. Like, your blessing is right there, but you playing. You in your head. Stop playing. Stop playing, India. Your blessing on its way, India. Stop playing. Get out your head. You know what I'm saying? So, for y'all that are single, you may not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel again because you in your head. You may not, you may not be able to see the benefits that are going to come from your experimentation and your creating of this love, but because you are in your head about a past situation, about how you feel, you know what I'm saying? You may be too in your feelings or too in your head, where it's like causing an imbalance. I know for me, I also stay too much in my feelings. You can be too much in your feelings and be too much in your head. You know what I'm saying? So you may have some issues there. But for those that are single, you may be. For those of you that are single, he's coming. She's coming. He's coming. Whoever this is, somebody coming. Somebody's coming. I've seen my dude already. I don't know who this man is, but somebody for my ass. Somebody fucking coming for me. But am I ready though? Nah, I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready quite yet. Or at least I don't think I'm ready yet. But he coming. He coming around the mountain when he come. I didn't see him. He gonna come. He coming for my ass. So he coming. Okay. Do visualizations. Write it down. We what you call it? What am I about to say? Valentine's Day is right around the corner. You could do a little ritual for Valentine's Day. Okay, for all of y'all that are into that type of shit, you can do a ritual. You know what I'm saying? You could write a letter to him. You know what I'm saying? But write down what you want in a man. You know what I'm saying? I need to do that. Okay. But he coming. For y'all that are single, she's coming. Okay. And then for all my LGBTs, whatever you interested in is coming, or whatever's best for you for your highest good is coming. But you got to get out of your head, and you got to embrace yourself and express yourself. You got to express yourself and be yourself too. Okay. Maybe that's what this is too, with this card being in the reverse, that you're not being yourself. You're not being yourself enough. This is supposed to be yesterday's energy, but I kind of went from yesterday's energy to just an overall reading. So I think this is just a general reading for yesterday and today. Like, once I start channeling, I just started channeling. And so, like, I'll plan for the do, like, let's do Monday, let's do Tuesday. But then, like, I just mesh them together. So this is for yesterday and for today. But, so yeah, for my singles, get out of your head. For the ones that are in relationships, get out of your head. For my singles, get out of your feelings. For my ones that's in a relationship, get out of your feelings. Okay? Focus on what's good. Focus on the good things. Okay? And love yourself. You may not love yourself again. You know what I'm saying? You're more focused on the fact that you're going to make a mistake. Going back to what we were talking about with the alchemist and the the mixing and brewing. and the experimentation, you scared you're gonna make a mistake. That's what I used to do when I was in science class. I hated science class because I hated like being wrong and like messing up. You know what I'm saying? Making a mistake with the experiment and shit. Like that was always like a fear that I had in science class. Like I love science class as far as I didn't really like science, but I liked like chemistry and shit and like doing like the experiments and shit. I love doing that, but I was scared to fuck up. You get what I'm saying? So that may be how you feel in regards to love. You may feel like that. You may feel like you just scared to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But stop being scared. Okay, because you a magician. You a whole magician on the block. Stop being scared. Okay? And then because you're gonna get what it is that you deserve once you get out of your head and stop being scared. Okay? So far we got balance and adaptability with this card right here. We got determination and stamina right here. Then we got willpower and creation right here. Then we got manifestation and prosperity right here. Then we got imagination and perception right here. So it's like, again, this card right here clarify this card right here where I was talking about the pineal gland with all that purple right there. It's like, and you seeing things more clearly. You may need to see things more clearly. You may need to see your value more clearly. You may need to see that person's value more clearly, or the general energy of the love more clearly, because you may be foggy right now. You know what I'm saying? You may be froggy and foggy, and you don't see clearly. But this owl that I'm looking at right here is like, that's confirming that you are going to get to a place. So it's like, all right, yeah, you got a little hiccup in the road, okay? You got a little hiccup in the road. Hold on, let me turn around and show y'all this. Hold on. So it's like, yeah, y'all got a little hiccup in the road, right? Cause first, look, we got this card right here, the balance and adaptability card, right? Then you got the determination and stamina card. Sorry, my phone's blurry. But then you got this card is in the reverse. These are in the upright, and then this is in the reverse, and these are in the upright. So it's like you got a little valley in your path right now. You know what I'm saying? That you got to get over so you can get to what it is that you're trying to get to and be. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get there. You're going to be able to see bars. I told y'all I'm also a poet. So I'm a poet and I know it. So, but you're going to be able to see clearly. It's like you're taking the initial steps now to find your balance, to find your determination, to make up your mind about what it is that you want, to trust yourself and exert your willpower and your creativity, then to manifest what it is that you want by using your magic. Look, being that this is next to the magician, you know what I'm saying? You may need to be more assertive and confident in utilizing and doing your rituals. For those that are into that type of stuff, you may not be confident in that area. You know what I'm saying? And that's why things may not be working the way you want it to work. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're taking the initial steps to get to where it is that you need to get to so that you can get to your manifestation and your prosperity. And then with this card right here, I see you speaking your truth. I see this owl. When I'm looking at this card, it's intuition with the imagination and perception card. This is what this card is, imagination and perception. So it's like you're utilizing your manifestations and your prosperity to bring in a better creative energy about you and helping you to speak your truth and to walk in your truth. And the best way for you to do that, especially if you are a creative, is to utilize your creativity through your imagination and your changing of your perspective. So again, like I was talking about earlier, where I was saying you have to see things clearly, and you're starting to see things clearly, but you need to learn how to trust yourself and utilize your willpower. You need to do that so that you can use your imagination. You know what I'm saying? And change your perception and get to a place where, you know, you're not always in your head, or you're not doubting yourself, or you're okay with how you choose to communicate and talk to your lover. You're okay with, you know what I'm saying, and how where you guys fuck up at and where you don't fuck up at and what works for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And going back to what I was talking about earlier as well, doing as far as those that are single, you know what I'm saying, utilizing your imagination in as far as doing visualizations and writing letters and doing all that stuff like that, that helps you change your perception, and think more positively about drawing in that love. That also can be for yourself too. So that can apply to yourself, and it can apply to, that person. um and it could also apply for those that are already in relationships. Now, we were talking about boundaries today. Now, I did a little intro on boundaries, but I want to see where these cards that we just pulled apply with boundaries. And so, again, you may be beginning to initiate those healthier steps towards creating healthier boundaries for yourself with this card being an upright. It's like you're no longer going back and forth in your head. Exert that creativity and that willpower to establish healthy and firm boundaries, but it's like you're taking the steps first to do it, and now you have to carry it out and continue utilizing it, you know what I'm saying, and transition into your manifestation and prosperity. Okay. And that, I believe, is where everything, I just got chills. Ooh, yes, that is where and how everything's going to start flowing in for you when you start. So we were talking about the love reading, but let's apply boundaries to this as well. When you start establishing healthy, and you're going to see the effects of what you just did. You know what I'm saying? Of you saying, no, I love myself too much to deal with that. Or I love myself too much to be, putting myself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Or not placing the price tag on me where I'm valued and for what I'm worth. Okay, you're gonna see that manifest itself in your life, because when you tell the universe that I am worth something, you know what I'm saying, and you put action behind I am worth something, you're worth in physical manifestations of your money, your finances, of your love, of your house and your home, of your business, of fucking finding a fucking dollar on the fucking corner of the fucking street. Okay? Fucking meeting somebody new. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody support you in your business in a way, having some unexpected thing happen that's for your highest good. You're gonna see that as a result of the energy you gave out and respecting yourself. But until you get out of your head, you're not gonna see shit. You're gonna see, you're gonna see little trickles of it coming in, being that you are taking the initial steps and you started the process, but you're not gonna see the fullness of your prosperity until you get to the fullness of you speaking your truth. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video my goddamn self and write this shit down. Cause like I always say, as I'm going through this and I'm sharing this with you, I'm going through the same thing. Okay? So you will see the product of your labor once you place value on the product. Until you place value on the product, you ain't gonna see the fruits of your labor. You're not gonna see it in the way that you are meant to see it. You're not gonna walk into your inheritance the way that you are supposed to until you know that you are supposed to. Amen. Glory. All right. Don't shout now. Don't shout. Because I know y'all shouting. Because I'm shouting on the inside. Hallelujah. For all my Baptists. Amen. For all my shouting sisters. All my prayer warriors. Amen. All my high priestess. Don't shout now, because I feel like shouting. On that note, when you know your purpose, you will get your purpose. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Glory. But so that's what I got so far. And so it's like, yeah, you're gonna see what's meant to be. You're gonna see what's meant to be. But until then, let it be. Let it be. Be all right with what's going on. But continue to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself what you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And be honest. Be honest with yourself. Have a conversation. So going back to this live title, Love Talks. Yeah, love talks, because boundaries talk. Boundaries say a lot about who you are. If you've established firm boundaries and you've established some type of healthy boundary, that shows who you are. That's a representation of who you are. and where you are in your spiritual path. So I got some work to do. You got some work to do. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this, you probably don't have healthy boundaries. Or there's probably, not saying you don't probably have healthy boundaries, but there's some area to which you have to establish firm boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's my TED talk. So let's pull from, so that was my first deck. That's my Spirit Song Tarot deck right there for the one time. All right, let's pull from a second deck. This deck is my Native American Oracle card deck. So what clarifiers we got? Excuse me. Ooh. Yep, trust your tower. The tower card flew out. Trust your tower. I'm going to read it from the book what it says. Trust your tower. Trust yourself. That goes back to that willpower card that we had. Oh, all the cards trying to fall out. I ain't tell all of y'all to fall out, did I? No, I didn't. Oh, okay. The bear card fell out. I'm hungry, bro. Some food. Oh, okay. Dang. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that popped out. Okay, so the first card that popped out is Trust Your Tower. This is the Tower card. Okay, I'm not gonna read from the deck because I'm trying to close. I ain't trying to be too long. It's already hit almost an hour. But this is the Tower card. This is a totem or a totem. This is a totem pole. It's trusting your totem, trusting your belief system, trusting whatever it is that you believe in to keep you steady and to bring in that balance. Trusting that. So for a lot of you guys, in these relationships, you know what I'm saying? Again, trust the system of what it is that you're trying to establish. Trust yourself and how you are, bringing in that love and what works for you. Trust it. If you feel a particular kind of way, it's probably for a reason. If you don't feel a particular kind of way and you feel, more lighthearted, that's probably for a reason. If you feel some type of way, like whether it be good or bad, it's probably for a reason. Like if you're in love with this person, it's probably for a reason. Like if you can't stand them, it's probably for a reason. If you both, it's probably for a reason. Cause you can like love somebody and then be like, oh, you get on my nerves at the same time. It's for a reason. It's a reason why you feel like that. Okay, this next card. Okay, I think I am gonna have to pull from the book because I forgot what that next card is. But I know this card is trusting your totem. So trusting yourself. So I'm gonna briefly read. I'm gonna read the keywords. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read the keywords. Right? Belonging. Yeah. So yeah, belonging. It says, when you are uncertain of which action to take, look at your own totem, whether personal or shared, acknowledge your core beliefs and act accordingly. So that goes back to what we were talking about with the whole scientist analogy. Acknowledge your core beliefs and act accordingly. Acknowledge those safety precautions, or acknowledge, it don't necessarily have to be safety precautions, but you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Acknowledge what is going to help you, what's going to be best for you, and act upon that, basically, is what that's saying. And this says belonging, guidance, support, roots, family, the past, origin, safety, long-lasting commitment, and then 1 to 3 years. So I was just talking about getting married and having babies and stuff, and the card said 1 to 3 years. So hey, so the next card that I got, let's see, is this card right here. All right, let's see, that's the 13 card. That's the stamina. Confirmation. Because what did we get in the first reading? We got determination and stamina. And this is the stamina card. So let's see what it says. It says, do only what needs doing. Carefully meet out your resources and keep moving until you're finished. So trust yourself and keep moving until you're finished. Don't give up with this love situation. Don't give up. And it may mean also not to give up on yourself, okay? Not to give up on yourself and not to give up on love. One situation may not seem a certain way. The experiment may not come out how you expect it to come out, but that don't mean that you give up. At the end of the day, you're still a scientist. That's still your craft. That's still your position. That's still your profession. That's still what you're studying. Don't give up your passion for something else. because it didn't work out. Don't do that. The next card that I got right here, I think this is the introspection card, but let me go ahead and pull from the deck or pull from the book. This is the bear. So let's see. Yep, introspection. Whenever the way is unclear, withdraw, attend to your spirit, and allow the way to unfold. So again, yeah. Again, yes, that's what I'm getting with that. That's positive. And I was talking about that in previous lives that I did. So you may be again having an issue with trusting yourself and loving yourself. And you're still going through your healing process to where that may be causing complications or miscommunications in the way that you talk to yourself and communicate with your lover. But do not be afraid, and allow yourself to feel your feelings and honor them. This next card is fertility. So I was just talking about earlier about how some of you guys are gonna be having babies and getting married and shit. So that fertility card came up, but also that is symbolic. So with this, I'm getting patience, gentleness, forgiveness, and sacrifice are sometimes necessary to bring forth seed to life. Keywords are fertility, creativity, gentleness, patience, abundance, nourishment, well-being, and sacrifice. So yeah. So not only may you be physically bringing in a new child into the world, but you may be birthing and bringing forth this new love. Okay? You may be bringing forth this new love for yourself and for the other person. Okay? It says the beginning phase or season. So I had said that we are taking the initial steps to get into this season or to start the process. Did I not? I said that earlier. I said we are beginning to find our balance. Okay? But we just have to be persistent and consistent in that. Okay? The last card that I got, I think that's the shaman card. I got chills, y'all. I got chills. You got some magical things about to pop off this year. That's all I'm gonna say. I just got chills. So this next card is contrast, the divine rogue. Okay? Hold on. Always remember to look at the other side of things. There are two sides to every story, and benefits and risk and everything. So that goes back to what I was saying. Be okay. That goes back to what I was talking about when I closed with the Spirit Song Tarot deck. Look at every angle of the situation. Okay? Look at every angle of the situation. Honestly, I struggle with that. But I'm trying to get out of that. Okay? Look at every angle of the situation. Okay? Because there's other sides to the situation. Always remember to look at every other side of things. There are two sides to every story, and benefits and risk and everything. Contrast, jokes, tricks, twists, impulsive action, excess, wisdom through understanding, and unexpected results. That confirms what I was talking about in regards to, you being scared of the results and the outcome of what may happen. Don't be scared. Ain't nothing to be scared of. But that's to confirm that we're going to be having and receiving a lot of unexpected things on the horizon for our highest good. However it comes in, it's going to be for your highest good. So remember that. All right, so that's the reading for today. We talked about boundaries. We talked about trusting yourself. We talked about utilizing your willpower. We talked about science. We talked about babies and marriage and commitment and all that. So we got a lot going on with this love situation. I think in the next readings this week, I'll be getting more into depth on each topic that I talked about today. Today was like an overview, I believe, of the collective energy for the week. So we're going to dive into things deeper. I may do the rest of my readings this week on boundaries, or I may wait and make a course or do something with that later on. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the flow, okay, for this week. But we are going to be talking about love still. We're going to be talking about love. We're going to be talking about love, y'all. We're going to be talking about love. Valentine's Day next week. Who buy me a gift? What y'all give me? I'm telling you, I'm going to give me some roses. Give me some roses. I'm going to give me a card. I'm going to make me a card. I'm going to make me a card. I'm gonna give you some roses, and okay, I'm gonna have fun by myself. Probably write me a poem. Probably do me a read. You know what I'm saying, dude? Okay. Y'all should do that too. But we gonna keep each other updated throughout the week up until Valentine's Day. Okay. All right. But I hope this resonated with you on any type of level. If it did resonate with you, no. Please let me know. All right. Okay. Let me know what's up with it. Right? If you would like to get a personal reading, okay. If you would like to receive a private reading, please go underneath of the description box. I'm gonna go ahead. I said, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I said it like that. Go to the description box. Follow me on social media, okay, or hit me up on here. I think you could hit me up on the or comment on the YouTube, right? So hit me up on YouTube. Like what you're doing. Like and subscribe. Comment under the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. All right, let me know what's up. Um. I just opened my SD shop, okay? I just opened my SD shop. What I'm going to be doing for the entire month of February is I'm going to be doing handwritten love notes, okay? I'll be doing handwritten love notes. I'll also be typing them up, so I could type them up and email them to you as well. But I'm going to be doing primarily as a reading. So it'll be a love reading, but it'll be like me writing it. You get what I'm saying? It'll be me writing it for you. Example, like if you have somebody that you want to, if you know what I'm saying, I can help you. You know what you want to say, but you just don't got the time to like do it. I can help you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get a love reading on you guys, okay, I can do that. If you want to get a love reading on yourself, you know what I'm saying, and give it to the person, you know what I'm saying, you can do that. If the person, you know what I'm saying, you want to get a love reading on the person because you want to know what the fuck is going on, we can do that. But I'm gonna be doing handwritten love readings. Okay, doing that for Valentine's Day, but really for the whole month of February. I will post my ST shop information underneath of here as well, and you can go on ST and you can order your letter. Okay, you can order it, and then it's made to order. So when you order it, I'm still working on like the technicalities of it and shit. But when you occasion and stuff like that, and probably put like my information up there so you could hit me up and like we could personalize it and shit. But it's also or you can just hit me up on here. But that's what I'm doing for Valentine's Day, and I'm also just doing general love reading. So if you want to get a love reading in general as well. So so that's it. That's it. Watching of Namaste. The light that is in me is in you, and if y'all gonna be able to see it from way over here. Let's see, look. That's a sign, y'all. Look. That bird looking at me too. Hey, and it's red. It's a red robin. It's so cute. Let me see. That oh look, and it just flew away. Uh-huh. So there we have it, you guys. Confirmation. Confirmation. That was so cute. But yeah, so like and subscribe to the channel. All right. I love you. Okay, and bye. Have a nice night. All right. Thank you for watching.